Gabe Murno. Gabe is an activist with the gun violence prevention at Brown University. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Gabe Murno, and I'm a student activist at Brown University with the gun violence prevention group Thoughts, Prayers, Action. I've also been deeply involved with this issue since being a student at Classical High School and as a member of the Province Student Union formerly. The main reason I became involved with this issue is that my generation has had a very unique experience with gun violence. I remember sitting in my living room as a 13-year-old, listening to a radio report about kids barely younger than me at Sandy Hook lying dead on the ground. From the lockdown drills in school to the constant sight of horrific mass shootings on TV that we've had to endure from a young age, we see it all the time, and we know how easily that could be us tomorrow. I also became involved because I have known many people in Providence that have had direct experiences with a different sort of gun violence. I remember conversations with classmates in high school talking about what it's like growing up in a neighborhood where just down the road there was a shootout last night. This is a complex issue which affects certain communities in very distinctive ways. While it is these horrific mass shootings which tend to bring us together to discuss the gun violence epidemic, we know that the percentage of total gun deaths in America due to mass shootings is actually quite small. We do need common sense gun legislation to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, but it is just as important to attack the issues that help lead to everyday violence in our communities. Violence in urban areas and suicides do account for the lion's share of gun deaths in this country. Grassroots solutions to issues of poverty and mental health, therefore, should be implemented, but so do stricter gun laws that go beyond banning assault weapons. Background checks on all gun sales are key to keeping guns out of the hands of those who intend to do us harm. Red flag laws should also give a legal route, red flag laws would give a legal route to making it significantly easier to take guns away from those who clearly pose dangers to themselves or others. Why is there so much administrative hassle of getting a driver's license, and I know this from experience, but not to get or to keep a gun? Right now it is simply far too easy to get access to a weapon, as we all know. So it's time to make a change. Whether it's for the inner city kid who loses his father at an early age to urban violence, or for the girl that loses her parents to a gun suicide, or for the 6- and 7-year-olds who lost their lives at Sandy Hook. All communities must work together to fight this epidemic. And the US Senate has to act now. We just cannot afford to keep waiting. Please pass universal background checks and red flag legislation and assault weapons ban. Please give us hope that the next generation can go to school, walk on the street, and go home at night free from having to worry about whether they, too, will be touched by gun violence. Thank you.